You're more brain rot than me. Turn your mic on.
Nah.
Yeah.
Let's have a brain off. Wait, brain off.
Brain rot off.
Right now. Exactly.
Skibidi toilet.
I got Riz.
Yeah.
I took too long.
Look me in the eye. It's okay if you're scared. So am I. But we're scared for different reasons. I'm scared of what I won't become. And you're scared of what I could become. Look at me. I won't let myself end where I started. I won't let myself finish where I began. I know what is within me, even if you can't see it yet. Look me in the eyes. I have something more important than courage. I have patience. I will become what I know I am. Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner, that my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game, or maybe you're just making excuses.
Big facts. That's brought to you by
The Unnoticed Podcast.
Is that Chris?
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast that goes unnoticed.
Welcome back to the spot. Don't make it hot.
Fuck.
We love you, even though it's not.
And welcome to episode 148. Shout out to all listeners on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Patreon.
Pictures are going to press a shot in the end.
Yo, and shout out to everybody who will be showing love to... Actually, should I even say it, or should I just say, like, we're going to be doing it?
It's up to you.
Well, you guys are going to hear it first on the podcast. Every Wednesday, y'all going to be seeing Unnoticed Reacts, where we react to true crime cases, or maybe sometimes we'll go exploring for spooky shit like ghost hunting or something. But basically, that's going to be specifically for Wednesdays. You're not going to see that on Fridays today. And yeah, he's going to be editing the podcast. Well, he's going to be editing those videos.
Yo, guys, it's been such a fucking struggle to start this video. I don't know why, but literally, I hope you guys enjoy the fucking content, the extra content. You guys have been like itching, commenting, saying, yo, we need more episodes, we need more episodes, we need more episodes. And guys, it's not easy filming a podcast every week, let alone every fucking day. Like, we're eventually going to run out of things to talk about. And there's no way our every day is eventful to the point where we're having a fucking podcast every day, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, we're doing the other content, and it's not going to be a podcast. It's going to be similar because on the same, like, type of vibe with the whole, like, spooky paranormal stuff that you guys enjoy. So, yeah, it's going to be fire.
I mean, I'm excited for it, to be honest, because I've been wanting to put out more content, and the fact that we're finally doing it, we actually did it, we filmed it. We're literally in the process of it, so yeah. I just can't wait to see it. And I just want to start off the podcast by saying the past week, including this week, NYC weather, for all my New Yorkers, the weather has been amazing. It's been, to be honest, I love this time of year because it gets me more motivated. The sunset's at 7:40 now, which I love. I just feel more, I guess, energetic, or more wanting to go out, or more wanting to just do shit.
Yeah.
And fuck, I lost my train of thought. I was gonna say something too. Oh, and also, one thing that I hate about this thing though is because yesterday I was trying to fall asleep, but since we are in the process of like going from cold weather to warmer weather, I don't have none of my ACs up, and I don't have like house AC or whatever, house heating or whatever. So whenever that process or whenever that time comes, sleeping is annoying because I literally just move around. I like touch the wall because the wall is literally the only part that's cold, and I just be sweating in my bed.
Yeah, it's like uncomfortable. I know exactly what you mean. But for oh my gosh, I don't know what's wrong with me, but
Bro, Tia, bro, what the fuck? As you guys know, I'm a Real Madrid fan. And I've been a Real Madrid fan since 2012, 2011, around there. And I've seen the ups and downs with this club. I've seen the victories with this club.
Yeah.
But this year is definitely not our year. And we got eliminated from the Champions League by Arsenal. We got smoked, bro. We lost, what, 5-2, I think? 5-2.
Damn.
And either 5-1 or 5... No, I think it was 5-1. We got smoked 5-1.
That's even worse.
And I just want to talk about it real quick.
Yeah.
Cause did you see the highlights or anything of it or not?
I didn't see anything, no.
All right, so basically, like, the only thing I want to talk about is like, I feel like the players, they're not. Well, from what I see, at least, most players are not as passionate fighting and playing for the badge, the Real Madrid badge. And I've always noticed this too, but it wasn't until people started pointing it out that Carlo Ancelotti, he really has no good tactics. Yes, he won us multiple Champions Leagues. He's probably like one of like the our best coaches for Real Madrid, but I think his whole coaching is low-key outdated, and we need something new. And I just want your opinion on it because they just look lost, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, since I haven't really like been keeping up with anything like that.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, a lot of people are from the clips and shit like that. The comments.
Yeah.
People are saying how basically like everything is going to shit. Everything is just fucked up. Like people, and then I keep seeing the comments. Oh, this person has to get out. This person has to get out. This person has to get out. But that's the first time I ever hear like that the coach might be the problem. And I completely understand it, only because like if let's say somebody's well experienced, obviously they're gonna know a lot of like shit about the game.
Yeah, of course.
But also the game and everything literally, like from basketball, soccer, football, shit changes, you know, with how people play styles, even like people's physicality, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like people are either like stronger, faster, like there's different play styles. And I mean, if you're not able to adapt, you know, it's going to be noticeable, and obviously people are noticing, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And it just reminded me of this video that I saw.
I know you reposted it.
I reposted it. I'm going to show you guys as well. But basically the caption of the video was like, is football boring now? Which I low-key think it is, because back when I used to watch, I guess during the glory days when Ronaldo and Messi were playing, you had a bunch of other teams who were stacked, and you were always excited because you never knew who would win in the Champions League or even the fucking La Liga or whatever.
Yeah.
But now it's kind of like certain teams are how do I say this? I feel like only certain teams you can see the passion of the players. And again, I'm not a Barca fan, but I actually fuck with Lamine Yamal, and the way he plays, he's just having fun on the field.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's the only player right now that I see, at least, who is, I guess in a way, saving football, because he's entertaining to watch, bro. And also the trash talk whenever, like, since he's a jit, he trash talks off the field on social media, but then he also like proves it
backs
on the
it
field.
Up and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I think it is, bro? I feel like since social media is more like, I feel like social media is such a big part of everything now.
Yeah.
That I feel like the players know this, and they're like either trying to not fuck up, they're trying to not be a meme, or everybody on social media to be like, yo, this person's ass, this person's ass, this person's ass. And I feel like that even happened with Mbappe and shit. Maybe he kept seeing like on social media how like everybody was clowning him, and like everybody was calling him out like, oh, he's ass, he's a flop, whatever. I feel like even that got to his head and shit. But for somebody like Lamine Yamal, he's probably seeing all the glory that he's getting and that he's receiving, so it's allowing him to be confident on the field. I feel like that's a big part of everything, bro. I feel like the players know that basically they have so many eyes on them and shit that they don't want to fuck up. They don't want to like they're like confined to just like what their strengths are. You know what I'm saying? Instead of like trying to be like, you know, like, well, what's that word? Experimental, like being like crafty, like just doing some crazy shit that nobody has ever seen before. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like that's what the players had before. They had like passion and like they were not afraid to basically be themselves on the field because, bro, they just didn't care, bro. They knew they were playing because they loved it and they were basically just trying to be themselves 100% on the field, on and off the field and shit. And I feel like that's what more people need, not just like being whatever like the medias want them to be, or like, I feel like I'm not sure if that's maybe an issue, but I feel like that might be part of the issue.
But the way I see it is, I feel like seeing all the memes should motivate you to want to prove the motherfuckers wrong. If you want a valid edit, you just gotta know you gotta perform every week type shit. Or cause bro, I feel like people forget that Ronaldo, and I feel like Ronaldo more than anybody, he had it like the worst. Cause whenever he would play bad, he would get booed, but he would like that shit. It would be like, I bet, and then when he score, he'd be like, all right, what now? But also, Real Madrid fans are fucking like one of the most toxic fans because they deadass be turning on like their own fucking team bro.
And shit.
Yeah, but I'm gonna show you guys the video real quick.
I never thought I would say this, but is football boring? I remember the days of seeing the likes of Cafu, Nesta, Iniesta, Xavi, R9, Adriano, Ronaldinho, just so many talented footballers play in their prime. These players played with a freedom of expression like no other, and football was just so much fun. But it doesn't really help when you have one manager who dominates various leagues, play one brand of football, meaning that every other team decide that that's the brand of football they have to play as well. No one seems to be having any fun in football. The quality in football is lacking. We're seeing less and less stars shine. We're seeing less and less young talent break through. And it's sad. I just want things to go back to the way they were. And it seems like we're never going to get that. So I asked the question, is football boring?
I think also like it might be like some toxic mentality behind the scenes and shit. Because I mean, I feel like I've heard a lot of people say, even coaches and shit, like, oh, like you're not Ronaldo, bro. You're not Messi. Like, you can't take it up by yourself.
Low-key, that's facts.
Like, you're not them. Like, why are you trying to take it up by yourself? Why are you trying, bro? Who gives a fuck, bro?
Yeah.
Like, let the fucking younger people fuck up, bro. That's the point of being like a young star coming up and shit. The team has to believe in you and shit. And even though like you might do stupid stuff, like not perform every single fucking game the way you're quote unquote supposed to, but like, bro, you're growing and shit. And like, even if like, oh, they're not Ronaldo, they're not Messi and shit, bro, fuck it, put that shit in their mind, bro. You could be the next one, even better and shit. You could be better than them and shit.
But
I feel like that's also part of it.
I agree. I never thought about it like that until you actually said it.
Because I've seen that motherfucker, that bald guy. What the one that was just in
Pep Guardiola.
He said that before.
Mm-hmm.
He said that in the locker room. I think he was talking to Manchester City, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Yo, like you see this? Like, you guys are not Ronaldo. You guys are not Messi. Like, pass the ball."
Yeah.
And it's like, what kind of stupid ass mentality is that? And obviously he's a great coach, whatever, he has a good ass team and stuff, but at the end of the day, the shit you say, bro, sometimes cannot sit well with certain players, bro.
Yeah.
Who don't have, because we could easily say, like Ronaldo and shit, right? We could easily say Ronaldo, he liked that, like that negative energy towards him, shit, he fed off of that. But some people need to be like their mind needs to mold in order for them to receive that in a certain type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody receives
negative energy in
the same
in a
way.
Good way. Yeah,
it's the same thing with like social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Like we receive it completely different than
somebody else. Yeah,
somebody else and shit.
I agree. And also, one thing that I saw too was so he said, and you said also, people are not allowed to be themselves anymore when it comes to like football. I mean that could like literally just relate to everything outside of football or whatever. But I remember seeing this thing where coaches they don't allow their, I guess, the young stars or like younger players take the ball by themselves. They have to pass. They get yelled at if they don't pass the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like they're teaching these kids. They're basically, what's that? They're molding the kids to just play one dimensional.
Yeah.
And nobody's gonna, and we're never gonna see like a Messi no more, a Neymar no more, a Ronaldo no more. Like you said, but there was so many stars, and the only reason why they were stars is because they were doing what they were best at, and now.
And you know what's annoying too is like, it's, let's say somebody starts doing some shit, right?
Yeah.
And they so happen to resemble certain players.
They automatically gonna be like, oh yeah, he's playing like this player.
Like and then also like, if they want to play like certain players and shit, they call them like like a Ronaldo fanboy. Like for example, Garnacho. Like he loves Ronaldo and shit, and I'm pretty sure he like some of his game is probably inspired by the way Ronaldo plays. So like for example, if you guys know nothing about soccer and basketball, right? Like Kobe literally played almost the same as Michael Jordan. But nobody was like saying like, oh, this motherfucker's like, oh, bro, you're just a Michael Jordan fanboy, like this and that, like,
yeah,
like, bro, who gives a fuck if they playing similar, bro? Like, does it really matter? Shouldn't you be happy to be able to see like, bro, you're seeing the ghost, the shadow of like the once great player that you grew up watching, somebody similar playing like them, bro. Like, I would fucking go in tears if I saw another person playing like Neymar. Like, I would fucking, like, that shit would literally bring me to tears, bro.
Hey, man, Editor Messiah here. So, the craziest thing happened. After this video, I kept getting a bunch of edits of this player, Desiree Doué. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly, but he's a French player. He's 19 years old. He plays for PSG, and I knew nothing about this player. Because I don't really watch PSG play like that. But randomly, I just started getting a bunch of PSG and Desiree edits. And I'm going to show you some. But, bro, I'm not going to lie. This kid also is pretty damn good. And I feel like he does play similar to Neymar. But, again, this is a perfect example of somebody that's given freedom on the pitch. And, bro, just look at these edits. And I don't know if it's the edits that are making him look this good. But, bro. Yeah, be the judge. Even to the non-soccer fans. Yeah, let me know.
Well, you know, Desiree Doué. Yeah. From PSG.
Yeah. Okay. The winger. I mean, Doué. This is his first season in the Champions League. He's 19. Joined Rennes when he was 5. 50 million euros to Paris Saint-Germain. And he looks to me as though he's playing football in his back garden. I don't think he realises that this is the latter stage of the Champions League.
He doesn't care.
No fear.
Don't care.
No fear. Yo.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm telling you right now,
Ronaldo, Neymar, Messi, like all of them and
I'm
shit.
telling you right now, again, I don't really fuck with Barca, but Lamine Yamal, bro, if you see his highlights, like
Neymar vibes.
He's like a contender right now for being one of the best players in the world, and he's only 17. He's scoring mad goals, and well, not mad goals, but like, he's scoring goals. He's assisting a lot. He's doing good ass passes.
Yeah.
And the fact that I feel like the good thing about it too, which Real Madrid doesn't have right now, is the fact that Barca, they have veteran players, as in like somebody like Rafinha. He's older than Lamine Yamal, and also Lewa, bro's way older than both of them.
Yeah, hello.
So if the younger players got a line, the older players could be like, "Yo, this isn't right. You gotta do this." But Real Madrid, the only older player that they have right now is Modric. That's it. Everybody else is a youngin, and they're like trying to. I feel like they're trying to like battle for that spot of like somebody who's gonna lead the team. But like, bro, everybody has to lead the team, bro, not just one player.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's a point to have a captain and shit, like Sergio Ramos and shit, but y'all don't have that right now, so y'all all gotta be the Sergio Ramos.
Yeah. Nah, I think we talked about that before, like the whole like egos are clashing, like to see who's the
best player in the world,
who's the better one, who's the top player. Because I mean, if you have a Jit mentality still, and I'm pretty sure they have it too, if it's usually like the best player is the captain, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then like obviously egos have to definitely be in the way somehow. Like Mbappe probably like, you know, I mean, I don't know what the fuck.
But Ramos wasn't the best player in that team. Ronaldo was. He wasn't the captain.
But they don't. None of them have that mentality like
Yeah.
like he does. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So at this point, they're probably just basing it off who's the best player.
Low-key, I think one person who has content to be like that is what's his name? Valverde?
Mm-hmm.
Bro. He has good ass passion. I feel like there's only a few players I can name right now that give it their all for Real Madrid right now, which is him,
Yeah.
Bellingham, Courtois, and the young defender Asensio.
One thing I do want to talk about is like Pokemon real quick, right?
Okay.
So like I have been seeing a lot of like, you know, clips, a lot of TikToks about it. Like just
Yeah.
I feel like this whole thing
Okay.
is getting even bigger now.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like a lot more people are starting to get back into this. And
all right, do you think a lot more, or do you think it's just the fact that you like Pokemon and now you're getting mad videos of
bro, 'cause
Pokemon?
even like the phase motherfuckers are now getting into it and shit, and since they have a big fan base, I feel like they're gonna start getting other people into it, and it's just spreading, bro.
I think it's just a trend that they're following.
It's a trend right now, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it is and stuff, but
That shit low-key triggers me though.
it's triggering you that it's a trend.
Yeah.
Wait, why?
Because like people are turning into like a fucking like a money thing. They don't give a fuck about the cards.
But everything is a money thing, though.
What do you mean?
I feel like everything is a money thing. I mean, depending how you like, obviously it's up to the person and shit. But
Yeah.
everything, you even said this, bro. Nothing is free, bro. Everything costs something. Everything is a money thing, bro.
Okay, but give me an example.
Every single hobby, there's money involved, and depending how rare something is or how coveted something is, it costs more.
Mhm.
And if you want it, it's gonna cost you more money to get what you really want.
Okay.
So everything is money involved, bro.
But the way I'm talking about is like,
People only care about it because of money.
yeah, like they only give a fuck. Like if they don't get a hit, they're like, damn, like fuck this shit. It's just fucking whack. I don't like. Well, why the fuck did I spend my money on this shit?
Yeah.
Even though like let's say they just get like a $10 EX card or full art or something, they complain about it. But me, I would find that shit lit. I feel like it's only because I'm trying to like just do sets now. Like I'm trying to get like every single card in a certain set.
Yeah.
Or I'm just trying to like, I'm never selling anything. That's probably why. Also, I love to have like, just not even just rare shit, just cool shit. Even if it only like $20 max or whatever.
You know, I feel like that's where like I guess I'm part of the problem, because the only reason why I'm buying a certain type of way. So like when I'm buying cards and stuff,
Yeah.
I want to make sure that they're in good quality, not because of selling purposes. It's more like I don't want to just waste my money.
Okay.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, maybe the card is still gonna be worth something if it's damaged, not damaged, like good condition, not good condition. But like, I just want to feel like I'm getting my money's worth for whatever I'm buying.
Mm-hmm.
For like, let's say for whatever it is, I do sell it. I didn't waste my money. I sold it, and I'm getting like my money back.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But I do have to get that shit out of my mind, like, cause there's a lot of nice things, like for example, a lot of cards and shit, and I think I just have to be smart about it and maybe get the bad quality cards,
Mm-hmm.
like all a little bit damaged and shit, just because like I feel like some of the prices are just ridiculous.
I mean, yeah, the motherfuckers are selling shit for like almost $1,000, maybe $20,000.
Cause and I'm seeing like a pattern with certain cards and shit, right? So depending on how the artwork looks,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of, since I'm trying to collect a lot of the XY like
Megas?
cards and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I've been seeing that a lot of people are just buying damaged cards. Like they're not buying like near mints, they're not buying lightly played and shit. And it's for the simple fact that it's like they're just overpricing the fuck out of those cards. Specifically since that's what I've been like shopping for, they're like hella overpriced.
And are they overpriced, or is the price just like going up? Because you could say the same thing for the OG Charizard from base set 1
Yeah.
or whatever. That's a that's technically overpriced, but you don't care because it's an old ass card.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, since what I've been seeing is that people are only buying the damaged ones. So maybe there's a reason why people are only buying the damaged cards, because they feel like there's maybe no point of buying the near mint cards.
No, they probably just don't want to buy because it's too expensive for them. Because there's always a point, because if it's expensive now, it's only gonna get more expensive later on, like you said.
Yeah.
There's always a point to buying cards, bro.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, guys. Some of these cards are stupid in price.
Yeah.
And it's just so crazy to think that this was just a fucking card game. And it's not even like, it's a literal card game, guys.
Yeah.
You play this shit. Like, the numbers and attack and whatever, they mean something.
Yeah.
And like, this shit turned into like
Gambling.
It turned into gambling. It turned into all like investments.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
And also, I'll put up on the screen for you guys. So the mega cards, right? Like the one that you want the Charizard, you want the Rayquaza, and I have the Blastoise or whatever. I saw recently that they're getting more popular because a lot more people want them for some reason. I don't know why. It's like,
because of the artwork, bro.
like, or it might be that, but that's the reason why they're increasing the value right now. Those cards in particular, right now, they are raising in value.
And you know why? You know why too?
Why?
Because they're I feel like it's becoming more rare to find them in good condition. Because I've been, bro, I'm telling you right now, since I'm going after those cards, and I didn't know about the hype. I didn't know about any of the hype. I didn't know that, anything that you just said, like, they're going in value and shit. I didn't know none of that. But I did realize that it's rare to find a good near mint condition one.
Mm-hmm.
It's OD, and it might be because of the way that maybe the card is made or whatever, that it's hard to preserve like the good quality like of the artwork and shit.
Or maybe it was just a good card that you could use in the game, because that's what happens too. Whenever a card is good in the actual game,
it's worth more.
It's worth more. But again, since they use it in the game, it's obviously gonna be a little like lightly played. So that's why it's probably harder to find near mint cards.
Yeah,
because there's certain
so it makes sense.
Yeah, because there's certain like even like the commons, bro, that you wouldn't think are like that you think are just shit. They're good in the actual game, and commons usually cost like 20 cents, bro, 50 cents, $1 sometimes. But if they're good in the game, they cost like $5.
The more you know, guys.
Yeah.
And I recently got a binder and shit. Like I told you.
You got it? Did you get it, or it's on the way?
No, it's coming tomorrow.
Oh, fire! Okay.
And I also have a couple other cards coming. Guys, I can't wait till like more of my cards come in. I have like 8 cards coming in.
God damn, bro!
I have 8 cards coming.
Holy shit!
Yeah, I have 8 cards coming in. Now my collection is like 40 cards.
Fire.
Bro, I started with I think 10 cards. Shout out to Mondo. I said this before. Shout out to Mondo. He gave me a good amount of cards. Started with 10 cards. Now I'm going to be like at 40, 30 something.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to put them all in the binder. And the way I want to collect them, like I just want to, basically when I look at my binder and people look at my cards, I want them to be like, yo, this, like the way it's organized and the way it's like placed, like, like they see like the artwork and shit matches each other, and how it's just fire, bro. I appreciate the artwork of the cards more than like the actual price. Because if, let's say, all those XY cards were not expensive, I would still get them. I would get all of them, bro. And just for the simple fact that I love how they look, I love like the whole style and shit. And then same thing for the other ones that I'm getting. It's mainly for the artwork, and I guess just the fact that they're rare and expensive is more like of a like plus. A plus and shit, right? But yeah, bro, I'm so hype about this shit, to be honest.
Well, I mean, I'm excited for, I guess, Pokemon content, because next month, new releases. That means camping out. That means opening packs on camera for the first time. I will be opening packs also on stream. So
I have something funny. I feel like we were just like yapping and shit right now. Go. But I have something funny. It's kind of like a relationship. I feel like you guys like this shit, especially because like,
oh, you have something to do with relationships now,
huh?
Because I always bring the relationship shit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So I'm bringing something up this time, and I feel like you guys like it because I feel like you guys like my reaction and shit. You guys like thinking about, oh, Abby, you know, like whatever.
All right, well, funny you mentioned that. I have something after you say that shit, whatever you're about to say.
All right, so
my... Wait, pause it. So my ex who lured me out of a great marriage and then got me and then cheated on me. Wait, hold on. I just heard in my brain. To my ex who lured me out of a great marriage. Wait. What the fuck do you mean to my ex? She did it to herself. Whoa.
This is a perfect example, bro.
It's like the fucking picture that I saw is like, the devil made me cheat or some shit.
Literally.
Like, what the fuck? The devil did not make you do shit. You did that shit on your own.
Like, guys, like, I understand, like, oh my God.
Blaming other people and outside forces for your, like, insecurities or your, like, cheating mentality is fucking insane, bro.
Bro, basically what happened to her, guys, she was in a happy marriage.
Yeah.
She left that marriage because she thought this new guy lured her out, even though she chose that by herself. She went with the zoo. Oh, new guy, exciting, whatever.
Oh, he left her?
No, he left the marriage. She left the marriage. And then that new guy that she left the marriage for, that new guy cheated on her.
W, bro. W.
She literally got what she deserved. And then she's still basically blaming it on the guy that lured her out of the marriage.
Nah, homie, that was your fault, bro. Like, what the fuck,
guys? We have to have a little bit of accountability here, and this is basically an ongoing trend. This is an ongoing thing that nobody has accountability in anything, bro. And both sides, I don't give a fuck. Like, this has nothing to do with any like gender or whatever. Accountability is literally both ways. And nowadays, people are lacking accountability. You know what I mean?
Nobody wants to be wrong.
Nobody wants to be wrong. Everybody thinks they're right. And that's what's fucking everything up. And, I mean, low-key, me and Abby went through that shit a couple times. Like, a couple of our arguments were...
Yeah, I know.
A couple of our arguments, guys. And this is why I'm speaking so hard on it, bro. And it's not... I don't give a fuck about, like, anybody else and shit. It's just, like... I put myself in these situations and I'm like, bro, like these people are like so blinded by their own thoughts that they're not seeing what they're doing, right?
Baddies.
So a couple times me and Abby had a couple like stupid ass arguments, and it was more of a I don't want to be wrong. I'm right, you're wrong type of thing.
Okay.
It was never a Cause then you sit back and then you like kind of like decompress a little and the anger goes away, and then we realize how stupid a lot of the arguments were.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it all starts with accountability. You know, like I feel like that's how healthy relationships like work. Both sides have good accountability. You know, I messed up. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't have done this way. I did this. And, you know, and then on the other side, it's the same thing. Like, oh, yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have reacted this way, or I shouldn't have done this too. You know, like, it's just what it is. But the new mentality nowadays is like, no, bitch, you're right no matter what. Like, he's bugging. Like, he's bugged the fuck out and shit. Like,
okay. So I got a what would you do question for you then.
What happened? Hit me.
Okay, so what would you do, right? Let's say you have a son, right? You have a son. He's 17, 18 at this point. And he asks you for money. Oh, because he has a girlfriend or whatever. He wants to, you know, give her the best time.
Here you go.
What?
I say, here you go. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then, whatever, you don't think nothing too much of it. You end up seeing, you end up going on TikTok or Instagram, whatever. And then you see a video that went viral, right? And it's a video of your son, right?
No.
But it's a video of your son's girlfriend doing like videos saying how, oh yeah, if your man isn't providing you like this, like my man gives me this, my man buys me all this, like basically that type of content, or content saying how my man's letting me go out with my girls, this and that. I'm baddies. If he's not buying you a Birkin bag, then I don't want him. So basically, gold digger type content. What would you do in that scenario? Like, will you have a talk with your son, or will you just let him get hurt? Like the canon event. Because you obviously see the red flags and like, yo, she's not a good girl for you, bro. But she's posting baddies, baddie, shadow clock.
I think I would have the conversation with him.
Okay, what would you say?
I don't know. What would you say, bro? You go first.
I'm not gonna lie. I would just tell him how it is, like the way I see it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really approve of your girl. I get you're in love, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna hate me, or you're not gonna like fuck with me saying this, but I think she's bad for you. Like, I've seen the video that went viral. Maybe you've seen it too, and maybe you're just blinded by love that you can't see the red flags. But I mean, it seems like she's only with you because of your money and stuff, or my money technically. But you know what I'm trying to say, and I just think she's a gold digger, low key, and she can end up breaking your heart, bro. But again, I'm letting you know now, so then in the future you don't tell me why didn't you not tell me. So I'm letting you know now, and then if you want to decide to keep on being with this girl, you could. But I'm cutting off the funds from me giving you money to basically supply for your girl, because that's where it's going to. You're giving your son money for his girl, so you could do whatever you want now from here on, but no more money and
shit. You know, this is why parenting is such a like hard thing, because then the kid could just be like, I bet, fuck you, dad, and then like be on some like, I'm gonna get my own money type shit, and then it like turns into this whole like, it's so crazy, because there's so many fucking different like outcomes that saying something to your kid could like it could affect them so much. Yeah. But I guess what I would tell my kid and shit, my son, I'd be like, listen, I'm not trying to get too much into your business, but this did come on my phone. It went viral, obviously, and it just seemed kind of embarrassing. Yeah. Because you obviously tell me right now, like, are you with her for a specific reason, like, or is it because you care about her and you think you love her, right? Depending on what he says, like, he's probably gonna be like, no, like, I love her, like, I like her, I love her, I like her a lot. Okay, so like, do you think it's okay that she's only focused on the materialistic things, or you treating her that way? Do you think that's really like the best quality that you have as a boyfriend, that only thing you could provide is things for her to like, you know, like things for her?
No, she laughs at my jokes. She thinks I'm funny.
You see what I mean, guys? I would just be like, listen, guys. I mean, listen. You're clearly with a person who doesn't have the same values as you. At the end of the day, you should be with somebody who values the same things as you do. Yeah. What do you like the most about her? Oh, I like her smile. I like this. What does she like the most about you is the fact that you're treating her with all these things. You see the like something is not adding up. So you could do what you want with that information, and if this might not end well, but at the end of the day, if you gotta learn that by yourself, you gotta learn that by yourself. I'm just telling you like what I see. It is what it is.
GG's, kiddo. I love you. I love you, son. But it's a canon event right now. I can't stop it.
And I mean, I wouldn't be like, yo, I'm taking the money away though. I mean, that's me though, like, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would though. I would.
That's just me. I would just be like, yo, just you know, don't be stupid. Like, you know, just fucking. You test it out a little bit. Like, yo, test it out a little bit. Like, does anything change when you stop buying her things? Like,
oh, okay.
You know, like, see if that works. If she starts acting different, then that's your answer. You know, like,
or just test it out. Be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie.
Like, I don't have no more money or some shit.
I'm broke, bro. Like, that's it.
And then if she starts paying for shit, then you make a video. Hey, yo, this is yo, if your girl don't treat you like this, then she ain't the one. Then you go viral. Nah, but like that's what I would say. I'm going with like what the fuck we're talking about, right? I feel like it's a little harder for me because we keep saying like, oh, what if your son? What if your son? What if your son? I don't have a son.
But it's just like hypothetical, bro.
I know what I'm saying, but like I feel like these situations, I feel like the whole like relationship things and stuff. I feel like it's so much worse. I feel like the fact that I have daughters,
Okay.
because I don't want my daughter to get heartbroken.
Oh,
Like
okay.
I don't want, and like everybody goes through that and shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's like, yeah, call me a little bit unsensitive, but like if it was my son and he got heartbroken, I'd just be like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, yo, tee up, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like obviously, like that's a little bit like fucked up. Like I'd be like more like, bro, like you got this, bro, type shit. Like, you know.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you do have to like attend to your kids differently if it's a daughter or if it's a son. Yeah.
Yeah, like cause
I know if my son were to get heartbroken, I'll be like, bro, it'll be let's go out right now. We'll go get like your favorite food or some shit. And I'll be like, I'm not gonna lie, it's a perfect lesson. You can never trust these hoes. But with the fucking with the girl, it'll be
it's
different.
so different.
Yeah, because like you have to be gentle. You have to be caring for them. You have to make sure to give them their space because they don't want nobody around. Maybe.
Yeah.
And maybe also you can also tell them like, bro, fuck these guys. Stuff. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't know.
And it's so hard, bro. Cause I mean, growing up, I got raised like, you know, like a little bit like less emotional.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, I feel like God literally did this shit to me like on purpose. He gave me 2 girls because he knew that it was gonna be harder for me to parent like this, which is better. You know, it's out of my comfort zone. It's not. It's like changing who I am, because I have to be completely different because I have two girls.
I think for me, the kind of equivalent is for my sister, because I don't want to see her heartbroken, but I know it's going to happen one day, and I have to be ready whenever that happens. I have to be like a loving brother. I can't be the annoying piece of shit that I be sometimes.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
It's a little bit harder, like
I agree, yeah.
Hearing that and stuff, and like I don't want my daughter to get heartbroken. My daughters, I don't want them to get heartbroken. I don't want them to you know, like I hope I raise them properly, and like I don't want them to, you know, get cheated on or like go through abusive boyfriends or some shit. Even though sometimes it does happen, you know, you end up with the wrong person, and like, you know, that's how victims, you know, they don't think, they don't expect it and shit. But I hope that doesn't happen. And yeah, bro, it's just way harder to think. You know, I feel like there's more when it comes to girls than guys. You know, guys, I mean, they can be part of like domestic violence and shit, but I feel like it's more common for girls.
Have you ever heard any stories, or do you believe in brujeria?
Actually, I do, because I have a lot of family members who are from Mexico, and they always talk about a lot of stories revolving around brujeria.
Same thing here, but the crazy thing about it is that sometimes it'd be your own family that puts these hexes and curses on you out of like envy.
And that's the scarier part, that sometimes it could be the closest ones to you. But if you're like us, who are skeptical about the paranormal or are true believers of witchcraft, definitely go watch ROSARIO. Comes out in theaters May 2nd, 2025. It follows a woman who tries to deny her roots, only to discover her grandmother might have placed a dark Palo Mayombe curse on her before death.
And it really made me want to learn more about Santeria and Palo Mayombe and their deep connections to Latino culture.
This sinister film also brings out powerful emotions about being children of immigrants and how our ancestors' sacrifices continue to haunt us. It's definitely a must-watch on the big screen. May 2nd, starring Emeralda Tubia and David Dasmalchian. We'll see you there.
What happened to you? May I help you?
You must be the famous granddaughter. I could hear her through the walls, praying and praying for your dreams to come true.
What the hell were you into? Palo is a religion that invokes spirits of the dead. Cobayende, collector of the dead. Once the terms are met, Cobayende will come to collect. Abuela put some curse on me before she died.
You're not leaving, are you?
I'm ending your curse. What do you want from me?
Well, guys, that does conclude our Yappuccino for episode 148. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for Unnoticed, Going Dark. It's going to be a good one. With that being said, get your snacks, get your blankets, turn the lights, get your headphones, get comfortable, get your cuddle buddy, and
enjoy the show.
And we're back, guys, from a regular schedule break. Y'all already know. Unnoticed, Going Dark. And I'm going to start off the segment with 2 scary videos just to kind of set the mood for the scary shit. So, I don't know if you've seen this video before, but it's a very, very popular video that went viral before. It's about, like Llorona or whatever, but I know they haven't seen it from us yet. So, in the video, you see 2 girls and then dogs start barking like crazy. And I think you hear, like Llorona in the background, but if you don't, a lot of people in the comments were saying, yo, dogs aren't supposed to be barking that aggressively. Oh, and especially since they're in Mexico, whenever you hear dogs barking crazy like that, it always means like, oh, La Llorona is close.
And also, like, animals have like a sixth sense where apparently they could see like beyond what we could see. They could see spirits and ghosts.
So I'm gonna play you guys the video now. It is I believe it only because of their reaction, and I don't think it's fake at all.
Yeah.
So
let's see.
You let me know.
¿Mande? Te estoy preguntando algo. Eso es lo que mamá se refiere. Te estoy preguntando una pregunta concisa. Is it just, it's just a yes or no? Pues sí, sí es jabón, sí, obviamente el jabón se quita. Sí, sí es jabón. Es diferente tipo de jabón.
Oh, you do hear La Llorona. Oh, right there, that's just the dog.
That's dog howling. Nah, bro. Nah. Yo, they're mad fucking loud.
And it was out of nowhere. It was just quiet, and then all of a sudden they just go crazy, bro.
Yeah, and it's like they were all like in sync, like they all started going crazy at the same time.
So I mean, I believe it only because again, dogs could sense a lot of shit, and a lot of weird and paranormal stuff always happens in Mexico, no matter what it is.
Yeah.
And again, I hope I don't experience any of that, bro. But that's just something just to start off the podcast. I mean, the vibe with or whatever.
I mean, we also have like our family members telling us and like a bunch of stories about like sightings and them seeing. Also, remember in previous episodes when I showed the video of our boy, his uncle literally like captured the audio of La Llorona.
And also, so you know how we posted the witchcraft video? Yeah. So we got a DM from somebody that says, "Oh yeah, this is 100% true," and I screenshot it because what they said was pretty crazy and like their experience and shit. Mm-hmm. So this is what they said. I came across your video of the guy pulling hair out of the lady's throat. One time I went to a guy who did Santeria and I told him my life was shit, and he did his prayer and sprayed my hands with stuff and told me to breathe in heavy as he said some chants, and I threw up dirt and worms. He said my picture was buried in a cemetery in Mexico wrapped in meat and snake blood. That stuff is 1,000% true.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Let us know, guys, if you have any like stories about somebody doing cleanses on you, because I think one of my friends told me, I don't know if that was you.
What?
But one of my friends had told me that like somebody pissed on them.
No, that was not me. What the fuck was that?
I think I forgot who told me that, but like some like cleansing and shit, and like how somebody pissed on them or something like that. Like
know.
it was some sort of cleanse or some shit, and their grandma had to like piss on them.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I heard different ways of people cleansing. Also, Abby, she told me that her grandma like before took like a palma or some shit like that, and like was like going like this.
I heard of that before. The I heard that before.
So, I mean, and weird shit happens when people get cleansed. Like for example, recently, I've been feeling weird, and I mean, I talked about it on the podcast too, and the whole like hemorrhoids thing and shit like that, and like I was just kind of like worried. So I did the egg cleanse. I know a lot of you know what like the whole egg cleanse is. Like if you're ever feeling like weird or just out of like, you know, you just feel tired or your head starts hurting, maybe you could have called aire or mal de ojo. So I did it, and then we're gonna put the picture up too. It just looked mad fucking off, bro. Like it looked like, first of all, when we first did it, when we dropped the egg, a big ass bubble formed at the top. Big as fuck, bro. Big ass bubble. You guys are gonna be able to see it in the picture, but big as fuck. And then like a shape of a woman, kind of, or like a cloak. I'm not gonna lie, low key, I got a little shook because it looked like la muerte, bro.
Yeah, death.
Like it looked like the Grim Reaper. So I was scared and shit, but also I was thinking like we could also be tripping. What if it's also the shape of La Virgencita? Because if you think about it, they both have the same shape.
Yeah, but also whenever you do that,
it's not really like,
it's not for something good. It's something bad, because that's the point of the egg cleanse. You're putting all the energy into the egg.
Yeah.
You crack it, and then you'll be able to see like, I guess, what's going on in your life type shit, but not like you're not gonna know who's doing it, but it tells you
something going on.
Yes.
Let us know if you guys do any of that reading as well, what your interpretation of, or if you know somebody what the interpretation of this specific egg cleanse is, which was mine, bro. And I was fucking shook. I low-key was paranoid after that, and like I couldn't stop thinking about it.
I mean, it's understandable, but yeah, that's my little thing for right now.
I have a video of La Llorona too.
You do?
Yeah. I don't know if you want me to bring it up now, or
you can bring it up.
Yeah, we're starting off scary, guys, with the scary vibe, but this one video is a couple. They're just having dinner late at night.
Okay.
They're relaxing, and then out of nowhere, they just hear some cries like outside of the house and stuff, right?
Is this in Mexico, or is this?
This happened in Mexico, and then the guy starts even saying like, I told my friends, I told my boys, but none of them believe me. But watch when I show them this video.
Okay, let me see.
Now look at this. Bájale. ¿Escuchaste? Soy bien gacho, ¿eh? Cállate. ¿Escuchaste cómo soy, hija? No te espantes, no te espantes. Bro. Y la banda no me cree. La banda piensa que es pura broma.
Ay, no, ¿qué?
Mis amigos estamos aquí cenando.
That's Julia.
Porque apenas terminamos de lijar el carro. Estamos lijando el carro porque lo queremos pintar. Y se escucha bien feo. Pero ya. Bro, why did the cries match? Like,
I don't know.
Bro,
you didn't even finish the video either.
Bro, the cries literally matched like the same cry tone as. Nah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Every single time we record this fucking segment, bro, some weird shit happens in my fucking house, bro.
There was some weird shit.
It's like either some movement or like some noises.
Or something coincidental like that, but like in a weird way.
Yo, even when we were recording the episode for Wednesday, I'm gonna put it like when I edit it, I'm gonna make sure like I put like whatever something like put to show the fact that it happened. But while we were recording on Wednesday, I don't know if it's what we were recording of or like what it was about, but the light literally fucking like moved.
Oh yeah.
Like if somebody tapped it or like
Yeah.
pushed it or some shit, bro. It's too much fucking energy with this shit, bro.
I want to finish the video. What happens at the end?
Nothing. She just
Nothing?
they just go back to like doing whatever they were doing, but he's just basically saying like, yo, my friends didn't believe me and shit.
Y la banda no me cree. La banda piensa que es pura broma.
Ay, no, ¿qué?
Mis amigos estamos aquí cenando. Estamos echando un taquito porque apenas terminamos de lijar el carro. Estamos lijando el carro porque lo queremos pintar.
Ay, se escucha bien feo.
Y se escucha bien feo. Pero ya pasó. Ya no se oye. Súbele, ya súbele.
Para acá, Cholodina, te tocó traer.
God damn, bro. All right, so I'm gonna just move on to some Mexican urban legends, right?
Okay.
Legends that I'm gonna talk about are specifically the urban legends of the Mexico City subway. I don't know if you know anything about that at all. Okay, so it's obviously well known by us, the viewers, that a lot of paranormal shit, just by what the fuck we just showed, happens in Mexico. And over the past few years, there has been so many urban legends that accumulated and come from the Mexico City subway. There also was some tragedies that happened with the metro in Mexico City. There was an incident back in 2021 where the subway was passing over an overpass and ended up collapsing, killing like 23 people, injuring 98 people.
My gosh.
So it's obviously like that the whole metro system, and this conspiracy saying how like the trains, the tunnels lead to like unknown locations, maybe like government facilities, shit like that, right?
So a bunch of like bad energy.
People hearing like screams in the subway stations when there's nobody in the subway stations. So stuff like that. Now the first one I'm gonna talk about, it's called La Mujer Sonriente del Metro, or the Smiling Subway Woman.
I've never heard about this before. No.
So she's a woman or an entity that many people who travel on line 1 at night report seeing her and made them feel uncomfortable and uneasy with her smile. She usually wears all black. She has dark black hair, which kind of covers most of her face. She's always giggling to herself and never takes her smile off you. And since you can't really see her face, the only thing you could see is her like abnormal large smile. And it's not reported that she like hurts anybody, but it's just like she makes people feel uncomfortable because she literally just looks at you, and when she looks at you, it feels like she's staring right into your soul.
So it's like a paranormal sighting. That
it's either paranormal or it's an actual person. Nobody really knows if it's somebody real or if it's paranormal.
Yo.
But they always complain about seeing somebody that again, the woman, and when they try to like move on a different cart, follows them, or like let's say they look away and then look back, she's closer. So it's just weird stuff like that. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you some pictures just so you can kind of get an idea what she looks like.
Oh my gosh.
So just imagine like you're just traveling in the subway and then like you just see some fucking random lady like
Yeah,
smiling at
yeah.
you. So this is what like some people would say that they would see.
Oh my gosh.
So just imagine that, right? So that's a little like small one for now, but the main.
You know what that reminded me of?
What?
Like the other small one that a lot of people talk about, and it went viral. It was like a TikTok trend. The Serbian dancing lady.
Oh yes.
So it kind of reminded me of that because when that came out, a lot of people were saying like, oh, some people were saying that it's a spirit, but other people were saying that it's an actual lady and like she's crazy, and if like she ever like sees you, like catches you staring, that she chases you or something like that.
Yeah, it's probably, I guess the opposite of this. She doesn't really chase you. She just like, I guess, stalks you in a way.
And it also reminds me of the one that you talked about before, the Japanese one, where it's like they've like you're supposed to call her beautiful or something like that, or like.
Oh, yes, I forgot her name, but it's like she has like obviously like another like abnormal large smile too. I forgot her name. I put it up on the screen, but yeah,
there's something about like weird ass like large ass
smiles.
Yeah, with like those like
bulging eyes.
Yeah, for some reason like I'm like OD scared of the specific eyes where it's like a perfect circle and it's black, but it's like white, a white perfect circle and black.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about, bro?
Yeah.
Like, for some reason, I'm so scared of that. I'm about to show you a video right now.
That remind you of it?
That reminded me of it, but let me show you real quick. It's so basically what the video is that there's like, it's like a girl, a little girl.
Okay.
And I think she's like dancing or something. And then in the background, there's like a weird face that comes up.
Okay.
But I'm gonna show you right now. Let me see right here. Just pay attention, okay?
What? Guess you messaged me. I did? Yeah. Oh my gosh! My dreams are literally coming true! What the?
Fuck. You fucking didn't pay attention, bro. It was supposed to be a fucking jump scare.
I knew it was a jump scare. That's why I didn't pay attention on purpose. And you're never gonna get me, bro. GG.
Did you see me smile?
When you were talking about it, you were smiling about it. So I was like, why the fuck is this motherfucker smiling? You're not gonna get me, bro.
Fuck.
Anyways. The second urban legend I want to talk about is La Niña Caníbal. And basically, in the 1970s, in September, there was an 8-year-old girl named Rosarita Sanchez Sierra. I'm just call her Rosa for short.
Yeah.
But she was with her mom, and they were navigating the Tacubaya station on line 1 during rush hour. So you can imagine it's obviously mad packed with mad people. And it got to a point where she let go of her mom's hand. And obviously, since there's a lot of people, she kind of got lost in the people, so she lost sight of her mom, and her mom thought that she was right behind her, so she just kept walking. But it wasn't until like she obviously turned around and she was like, wait, what the fuck, where the fuck is Rosa? And Rosa tried her best to get past the crowd, but she just got overwhelmed and scared, so she ended up hiding in the tunnels of Tacubaya.
Yeah.
And once her mom realized that Rosa was gone, immediately she told the police at the train station. But after hours of searching, they couldn't find her. So at this point, they're just thinking she could be long gone by now, since they couldn't just stop the subway from going. But now there was police in every single station doing searches, asking civilians if they seen anything. And there were civilians saying that they were seeing mutilated bodies with a girl taking like bites of the bodies and shit, right? But they didn't know if it was like that same girl that got lost. They just know that they seen some little girl taking like bites out of a corpse. Hours turned to days turned to weeks, and they couldn't find her. And then 3 weeks after she was lost, police found her in a tunnel. But she didn't look like she was dying of hunger, thirst, anything. She looked perfectly normal. She just had like dry blood on her, and it wasn't until the police asked her what happened or where she's been these past couple weeks, and then that's when she says, I saw this homeless man who had fell off on the tracks. He injured his foot or his leg. That ended up the reason why he died. Then she saw rats eating the corpse, and then her being hungry, she ended up following what the rats did. So she ended up eating parts of the homeless man, and then she would go back, hide in the tunnels, go back to the body whenever she was hungry, take bites, and then go back. She would do that for for 3 weeks.
But she's basically acting like a rat.
Yeah.
That's literally what a rat does.
And also it's because she's 8 years old, bro, so I'm guessing like she sees, so if they're doing it, then I guess it's okay for me to do it.
Wait, hold up. This is a real life.
Yeah, it's a legend. It's an urban legend. But people believe it's real. People believe it's just a legend. But I have a picture of like the girl that they say was the cannibal or whatever.
What the fuck?
But yeah, that happens and stuff, and she ends up being sent to a psychiatric ward because they think she's insane for obviously what she did.
Yeah.
And she makes a full recovery, but she doesn't get released. She just stays there until like she dies, and then in 2010 is when she died or whatever. But I'm gonna show you a picture of how she looked.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty crazy when I saw her, bro, because I never heard about it, and yeah, hold up.
What the fuck?
Right?
Shit.
Yeah, bro. And I guess that's just how the legend like stayed. How she got lost. She couldn't find her mom. In order for her not to like starve to death, she just went to those extreme ways, and
she resorted to eating like
actual human, bro. The homeless man. Yeah.
Yo, nah. Sure. Nah, I mean, there's a lot of like real life cases and real life situations where I guess people resorted to eating like humans and shit. You know?
Like that. What's that one?
Society of the Snow.
Yeah.
For example, that one, and also if you get stranded in like an island and shit, would you would you do that?
Eat somebody? There's no type of food anywhere. I guess yeah. It would have to get to that point.
I'm saying like we probably wouldn't even know what we really would decide until we're there.
Yeah, because if it's a life or death situation, then yeah, I would do it. But it's not because I want to do it. It's because I have to do it. If not, I'm gonna die.
All right, so the topic that I'm gonna talk about right now. First of all, trigger warning to those who are sensitive to any type of child abuse, child neglect, SA. Definitely trigger warning. So if you guys don't want to watch this, you could definitely click away. But this is about the Colonia Dignidad cult, which happened in around the 60s, 1940s to 1960s. And it was founded by this guy. His name was Paul Schaefer.
Okay.
He was a German. He was part of the and he couldn't exactly join them because he did try to like be part of the SS, like part of like the military for the but they didn't accept him. I think it was because of his eye. So that he had an accident where he basically almost took his eye out. So he wasn't accepted into the military, but he ended up being like a nurse in one of the main posts, I think in France, I believe.
So bro was a fucking nurse?
Yeah, basically that's what he was, right?
Okay.
So after that, he decided to leave that, and he became kind of like a youth leader for a church, right? But little after he became a youth leader, there was already basically what's that shit? What's the word? Accusations from kids, basically saying that he was doing stuff to them. And after that, the authorities tried to get after him. There was a warrant for his arrest. And this is when he basically decided, oh, I have to flee. He saw that everybody was fleeing over there into South America. So he decided to flee. What the fuck? He decided to flee to South America as well, specifically in Chile, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when he got to Chile, he bought like 4,000 acres of land. And what he wanted to do is he wanted to make like a little town, like a traditional type of town. So a bunch of people who were also coming from Germany and going over to South America, they ended up there, and he was just telling them, trying to like, he was low-key brainwashing them. He was brainwashing them by saying like, oh, they're still coming after us. All the people that were against us in World War II, they're coming after us. You guys have to stay here for sanctuary. Like, you guys are going to be safe here. So he ended up making this little town, and he called it Colonia Dignidad, Dignity Colony, right? And automatically it was weird though, because he decided to separate men and women and the kids. Like, everybody was separated basically. Like, the guys were separated, the girls were separated, and then the kids, they weren't allowed to see their parents. They didn't even know their parents' names. If they couldn't even see them, if they saw them, they would get punished. So everybody was separated, right? And even the kids weren't allowed to know who were their siblings. And the reason why he was doing that is because he basically wanted to be able to like sexually assault and like do stuff to the kids, but they weren't going to be able to tell anybody because they were all separated.
What the fuck?
So that's basically what this whole cult is about, is him being able to have easy access to children so that he would be able to like assault them. That's how this whole thing became. So like I said, it started before when he was just a youth leader, but he was obviously being prosecuted, so he was trying to find a way where he could do this.
So was he the only adult in that?
He wasn't the only adult. There was a lot of adults there too. Like, there was other nurses, other soldiers and stuff like that.
Did they partake in that shit too?
I believe that he was the only one that was doing that. I'm not, because when I was doing the research of this specific cult, the main focus was just on him. So like I said, he was doing that just for him to get to like the kids and stuff. And the weird thing is that also different people had different roles, right? So there was obviously the nurses, and then there was like the cooks and stuff like that. But for the kids, there was these things called this position for the kids called a sprinter. So all the sprinters were basically people or kids who would run from like different building to different building, relaying messages and stuff. They also had different like privileges that the other kids didn't. They were basically chosen over all the other kids first, right? But these were the kids who were also brought to his room at like 10 o'clock at night, and they would be the main victims. Those were his chosen ones. Like, he wanted those kids, bro, and that's why he was basically like all giving them, like, he was like isolating them, you know what I mean? Like, and then also another weird thing is that the way he had his room set up is that he had one bed, and then there was a smaller bed lower right next to his bed
for the kid,
whoever was laying there with him and shit that night. And I think there was a movie too. I'm not sure what year it was released, but it was called The Colony, and I think it was based on this specific cult. Yeah, Emma Watson stars in it, and it was based off of this. That's what a lot of people, because when I was doing research, like, that movie kept popping up, and like people are saying like, yo, it's crazy how this would happen in real life. This was what this was based on. So that was happening. Also, like, if people would try to escape, they would get tortured, electrocuted, beaten. And there was also a bunch of military, like, this shit got so advanced to the point that the president, he wasn't a president at that point, he was a dictator of Chile. His name was Pinochet. He was a dictator at the time in Chile, and he wanted a spot where he would be able to basically like torture people. And he wasn't trying to incriminate himself, so he used this as a cover-up, and he was doing that. And then also there was a lot of human trafficking going on, type of thing. Bro. So this whole shit was like part of a bigger thing. It wasn't until like 17 years later.
17?
Yeah, 17 years later, this guy, he obviously got kicked off of office. They were able to like get a new president, like actually a president of like Chile and stuff. And then that's when Colonia Dignidad started rebranding. They changed their name to Villa Bavaria, and he went on the run. This guy, Paul Schaefer, he went on the run
again.
He went on the run again, yeah, because they knew that all the fucking bad shit that was going on. And also what they did, right, Colonia Dignidad, what they were doing is that they were basically posing like this little clinic hospital type of thing, where they did help like 26,000 patients treated free of charge. But what they were also doing is that the kids who were taken in there, let's say right now I put Julia like in the clinic, oh, she had a headache, whatever, they would tell me, oh, we're just gonna like have her stay here, like she has to be observed for like 24 hours, just leave her here with us, we'll take care of her, make sure she's good. So I leave her there. Then when I come back, they're like, wait, why are you here? Like, what do you mean, where's my kid? It's like, oh, like, they're not here no more. What do you mean? But this whole time they had people on their, like, in their fucking facility that was making these adoption papers. So they were adopting the kids.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so they were basically like kidnapping kids and shit. And then also a bunch of people were like killed in there. Like, it's confirmed that 100 people were dead, and they don't know how many people are missing, but there were like these mass graves that before this guy got taken down, like all the bodies and shit was like they were getting rid of. They were put in like these chemical barrels to like melt them and shit, basically wipe away all the evidence that this shit was
ever a thing.
Yeah, but this guy ended up getting caught. I think he only got 20 years in prison, bro.
20 years for doing all that shit?
Yeah. And then he ended up dying of heart failure in prison in 2010.
That's not enough.
It's not enough, bro.
It's never enough when it comes to these fucking predators, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. And I'm not gonna lie, that I feel like every single time somebody does research or we do research about a cult, there's so much information that it's like
It's overwhelming.
It's really overwhelming, and like
I understand.
And like I don't want to get anything wrong, guys, and I'm sorry if I butchered some of the story, but I know I got the main points out there and shit. But I know that there's also interviews of like I think victims and stuff, and there's like different pictures as well.
Do you have them on you?
I don't have the pictures, but I mean it's just like I'll show you right now. Fuck it. But it's just basically him with like the kids and stuff.
I want to see how this motherfucker looks.
I got you right now. That's him right there, bro.
That's him too?
Yeah.
Bro. Those are the kids?
Yeah, bro.
No way, bro.
Shit, bro, some dark shit, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's always eerie too, cause we obviously know the whole backstory to it, and then
Yeah, cause from the outside, bro, it's like
it looks like
a charity. You know what I mean? It's like
yeah.
a charity. They're offering free healthcare,
and it's a church.
Yeah, they're offering free healthcare to all the people in Chile who obviously are like they barely have anything out there and stuff, and then they're taking kids in as well. But deep down inside, bro, behind the scenes, they're abusing these kids. The next thing I'm gonna talk about is a scary video, and it's about a babysitter, right? So at first, the babysitter is just having a regular night, but it's not until the little girl that he's babysitting, mentions to him, "Oh, I have this creepy doll, but basically it starts moving and it starts getting weird when I start playing hide and seek with the doll."
Oh my gosh, hold the fuck up, bro.
What you doing over there? Nice. What was it that you told me earlier about your doll?
When I play hide and seek with my doll, it moves.
You said it moves?
Yeah.
That doll? This doll?
Yeah.
What the fuck? That looks like an actual kid.
You said it moves? Like you move it, or?
Shit looks like Isabella. look, watch.
When does it move?
When I play hide and seek.
Look.
Yeah, it does. What the?
When you play hide and seek?
Why do they even have like that real life doll? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Bro.
Fuck that.
But then weird starts.
Oh, more. There's more shit to it.
Nah, yeah, there's like 4 parts to this video. So,
fuck.
So after basically he tries to like do the whole hide and seek stuff.
Yeah.
And at first nothing starts happening. I'm gonna show you the video.
Okay.
But slowly, weird stuff starts happening.
Okay, let me see.
We're playing hide and seek.
Did it just?
Oh my god.
That scared the shit out of me,
Sadie,
bro.
you scared me. Don't do that, dude.
It wasn't even supposed to be a jump scare either, bro.
I knew that was gonna happen too. Good shit.
Part 3.
Like, notice.
Look, so in this video, basically, you see the whole like he was trying to get the doll to move,
Yeah,
basically,
yeah.
right? But now in this one, in this part, the dog starts growling at the doll.
Okay, go.
The dog has been staring at the doll.
What's it mean?
I'm kind of freaked out right now.
Bro. You hear him?
Yeah.
Bro, the dog is literally growling.
Okay, what the fuck is the fourth one?
Now the last part is when shit really like gets fucking paranormal. So it's already nighttime now.
Yeah. Did the toy just turn on by itself?
Bro, watch.
Bro, I can't see shit.
Yo, look.
Ain't no way the dog just looked at him, bro. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back.
Yo. So the doll literally fucking moved by itself.
Bro, the doll was like this, right? Slowly, 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 and then like
it fell back.
Fuck. I'm not. Oh my gosh, bro. Obviously, you could easily fake it, but like, bro, that shit was good. Even though if it was fake, that shit is good. But
what? I mean, you could easily fake the doll moving by itself.
Yeah, with a string, of course.
But the dog growling at the doll. That's like, what did like they hit him with the doll or something?
I don't know.
That's the only thing that would be hard to fake. Like, how is a dog like? And we've been talking about that for almost the whole episode. How dogs like have this sort of sixth sense to like the spiritual side.
Yeah.
So how the fuck would like specifically the doll, bro? Like the dog is literally looking at the doll and growling, bro. He sees something.
Just remind me of another video. It was I guess two girls. I don't know if they're sisters or if they're friends, but one of the girls starts like screaming because you see something behind the other girl. They're sitting across from each other.
Yeah.
And then the girl that's still at the table, she starts laughing like, "We're like, what are you talking about, right?" And then like she looks back and then she gets scared, but there's nothing there. So I don't know if you've seen this video, but like people are saying, "Oh, like nah, this video is like you could feel the negative energy in this video." I don't fuck with this video.
I've never seen this video, nah.
What? I'm scared. It's okay. I just turned off the lights, that's all. What was that? The fish? Oh, the fish died. What? Angel? Angel's sleeping already. It's raining, girls. No. Nani, are you almost done eating?
Hold on, pause it. Bro, she said Angel, and then she's like, Angel's sleeping already, and she was like... So she probably sees somebody over there, and she thinks it's whoever Angel is, but
it's not.
But there's nobody there.
And then some people are saying that you could probably see something in the back. I couldn't really see anything, so if you guys see something in the back, I'll put it full screen for you guys. But you guys let me know. And like the girl's laughing and stuff, but then she gets scared when she looks back.
What the?
Yeah, that's really it,
bro. What's over there?
I don't know. The caption of the video says a girl sees ghosts and run. Girl makes fun of friend for getting scared and crying until she sees her herself. Yeah.
Yo.
What? I'm scared. It's okay. I just turned off the lights, that's all. What was that? Oh, what, Nani? Look at me. What are you scared of? The fish? Oh, The fish died.
What?
Angel's sleeping already. It's raining, girls.
No.
Nani, are you almost done eating? Look at me. Look at me. Turn around. But you gotta listen to me. Turn around. Look at me. What's the matter?
Did you ever see anything when you were younger or not?
Okay, well, yes, but at the same time, I don't know. Only because I don't know if I ever told you this. So back then I used to live on. I'm gonna bleep out the street name, but you know, street.
I think so. I'm not
It's
sure.
it's like close to that.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So
yeah.
it's like a street right there or whatever. The house was white and it kind of looked like Monster House in a way. How it has like the balcony and like those little like tubes in front of the house or whatever.
Yo, you a Monster House, bro.
Well, that's literally what it reminded me of. Well, that's what my mom used to say or whatever. But I remember this one time when I was playing outside with my cousins, and I believe I had a bunch of family over at the house or whatever. But to the left of the house, or technically the right of the house, but me looking at it, the left side, there was like, I guess, like a junkyard next to us. But I don't know why, but I could have sworn I've seen like a nightcrawler looking creature climb up to the roof of the house. But nobody else saw it. It was only me. Like, I saw it. Like, I got shook for a little bit. But then I just kept playing with my cousins or whatever.
Wait, what the
Yeah, it's weird. And I've never seen it ever again. But I still visit. That's only because I barely remember shit when I was younger. I guess that was the same year when I almost got hit by a car. That's literally the shit that I remember, getting hit by a car. And then seeing that nightcrawler looking creature go up the roof of the house.
Wait, went up to your house?
Yeah, like, yeah. It was on the side of the house. It crawled up and it went on the roof of my house. Yeah.
What the fuck?
And I wasn't dreaming.
And it was white.
My house was white.
No,
it was black.
It was a black.
It was like a shadow.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro. So again, I don't know if it was because I was young. Maybe I had like a good imagination or whatever. But I know I was not dreaming. It was not no dreaming.
Bro, what
like
the
that.
fuck was that?
I don't know. And I never told my mom about it because, again, I didn't think it was like anything crazy or whatever. But thinking about it now, I still don't know what it is.
Bro, it is crazy. What do you mean? Like you're seeing something crawl, like, bro, like on some like Spider-Man type shit. Like what?
But it looked like, again, like Nightcrawler, but without like the hair. It kind of looked like it had no hair, but it was lengthy and had like a tail. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird.
A tail?
Yeah, you know who Nightcrawler is?
Oh,
from X-Men, kind of like that, but without the hair.
Oh, for some reason, like, I'm so stupid. For some reason, when you were saying that, I was thinking about the zombies one. You know, the like, they're like.
Oh no like that.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like
but
the white ones. Like,
no, not like that. Not like that. It was just like literally like Nightcrawler, but again, just a shadow.
Bro, it's like a fucking demon, bro.
I guess so, but to be fair, it explains a lot because a lot of, I guess, type paranormal shit would happen in that house, and that's probably we didn't last long in that house. I think we lasted like a good 2 months, and then we moved out.
Wait, you talked about the other shit that would happen in the house or not?
No, but again, the only thing I remember my mom saying was like hearing like random like noises here and there, I guess voices sometimes, but
yeah.
Other than that, I was too young to remember any of that because again, we only lived there 2 months, so I deadass don't remember anything about the house at all.
That's some scary shit. I mean, not a lot of people talk about that, like how houses, right? I mean, obviously oh my gosh, this is literally giving me chills, but houses literally carry energy from like years and years and years and years of like obviously people living in them, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And like, for example, in my old job that I could talk about it now. But in my old job, it used to be like a house where nuns would stay, because it was obviously part of a church.
Mm-hmm.
And for some reason, too, churches have a lot of dark. I mean, I'm not sure if it's dark energy, but it's a lot of heavy energy. I don't know, like, why.
Mm-hmm.
But I have two stories.
Mm-hmm.
So one of them is that in that specific building that I was working at, it used to be where like the nuns would sleep and stay at. I was even taken upstairs all the way to the roof, and that's where like it was kind of like an attic thing, and it was open, and there was a bunch of beds and a bunch of mattresses still there. It was obviously just like pushed to the side and not organized, but that's basically where the nuns would sleep.
And it was still there?
It was still there. All the stuff was still there, but it was just kind of like moved out the way, because I guess they didn't like throw it out yet.
Yeah.
But it was still there. I saw all the mattresses and stuff. And this one time while I was working, the way the office is set up is like my desk is here. There's like a little window, and then it's like the main entrance, right? So, and then there's like a waiting area.
Mm-hmm.
And then to my right here is like the door to go into like the rest of the building, and then you could go to the school, right? Across from my like this door that was right next to me right here, there's another room that they would call it the Puma room.
Well, what did they call it that?
It's just like what they would call it, I guess. Whatever, we were the Pumas or some shit.
Okay. Oh, okay.
But they would call it that, right? So it's like a conference meeting room, right? And the light turned on by itself, bro. And I didn't say nothing, right? I didn't want to like bring any attention. I didn't want to like have that conversation with my coworkers, but the light turned on by itself. After my coworker started telling me stories about like stuff that happens when you're there by yourself.
What the fuck? What happened?
So apparently, like, sometimes you hear your name. One of my coworkers, she was there alone. It was already like she was the last one in the building, basically, right? Because you see how I told you I would be the last one to stay, because to make sure no kids like are left behind and stuff. So she was like that person that time, and how she kept hearing her name like it was being whispered, and like she was even calling out to see like maybe one of my other coworkers was still there, but nobody was there. And then how there was this issue that literally the AC would turn off by itself, and how my coworker would say like, yo, like leave it alone this time, and that it wouldn't turn off anymore.
What the fuck?
It's like, yeah. And then like when you go upstairs to where that room is, like, keep in mind, bro, like it was hot, like it was already getting hot, right? But when we went upstairs, it was like fucking cold as hell. And then the last story that I'm gonna talk about, it's in the other one. So we have this church called Monte Carmelo here at Mount Carmel, and it's part of a school as well. So there's this one specific part of the school that nobody could go in there. It's like locked or whatever. It's like the top attic, and apparently there's just a bunch of like shit up there.
Okay.
But Abby's padrino, he has access to that because he's the janitor.
Yeah.
He's the maintenance guy, so he has access to the whole building. So he said that this one time, one of his coworkers that he was working with was fucking scared as fuck, mad fucking scared, right? And he's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, like this and that, like, well, like, why are you acting like that? Why don't you want to go up there? Because like they were telling him, yo, you gotta clean upstairs, you gotta like take some stuff out or some shit, right?
Okay.
And he was like saying, nah, I don't want to go. He's like, why? And he's like, yo, like, I'm gonna tell you, but like it's just between us. I don't want this to like be told to nobody. Like I couldn't believe it and shit. And he said that he was cleaning, and that when he felt like this weird energy, and that somebody was basically behind him, and like somebody was staring at him, right? So it was like a hallway, and all the way at the end of the hallway he turned around, and that there was literally a shape of a nun, bro. Like, just imagine the nun, like the movie. That's what he saw, and that he recorded it, and that he showed Abby's padrino, Abby's godfather, and he said that he was that ass.
We need to get that video.
But I asked him, I'm like, he's like, yeah, but like I don't want to ask the guy because He told me not to tell nobody about it.
Well, why? You think he's like...
Bro, he probably is so fucking scared that he doesn't want it to be true or something. But he legit said that, bro. Like, he got the video and he said that, like, Avi Spadino's like how he's a person that doesn't fuck with that shit. Like, we
need to track down that guy, bro.
Bro, but he said that he he vividly, like, he saw the outline. It was like if somebody was literally in that room with him, bro.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's fucking scary shit.
You know what idea I just came up with?
What?
Why don't we try to, like, go there and investigate type shit? Yeah, guys, that does conclude episode 148. Hope you guys enjoyed. But before we're doing the podcast, y'all already know y'all favorite part: Patreon shoutouts and supporter shoutouts.
All right, shout out to the Patrons: Davin Ibarra, Angela Armas, Melanie Moreno, Daisy Deemer, Yadin Martinez, Grace Perez, Brian Barrios, Alex, Gabe Farrell. Shout out De La Chupo, Juliet, Ricardo Fine as Fuck, Misery Daddy, Yair Torres, Harry Ascrack, bro. Sweaty Butts, Yovi Santiago, Josh _0103, Tupapi El Comal, Juanita Lascano, 88 Fallen, Arnulfo Mendez, Alice Margatroyd, Brian Esquivel, Gustavo, Anita.
Tita. No more Tita?
No more Tita, bro.
Damn.
Toji's biggest simp.
Or is it
that could be it. Nah, I don't think so.
Not right.
Brianna and Marcos, Nadia Alston, Loma Maria Rico, Leslie with the pink hair, Chiquilina Lopez, Te La Comes Toda, Anaí, Álvaro Morales, a.k.a. El Ceviche, The Throat Goat, Dixon Cider, Yola Prieto, Juan Medina, Jesus Chavez, Pascual Zuniga, Jose Aguilera, Jaime Orel Bavera, Abel Mendoza, Miguelito, Jennifer Montelongo,
and that Space Guy.
We fucking love you guys. And shout out to all the people who were showing love in the last episode, with the whole, like, you know, supporting me, the fact that I quit my job and stuff. And also shout out to all the people who were hyping me up in my Instagram story. I love you guys.
Shout out to the Geo. You have a long ass number in your name, but you see your name on the screen. Drop everything. Clown Boys dropped. Much love, bros. Keep doing y'all thing. You guys are killing it. Clown Boys for life. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Natalia Sanchez dash R4C5J. I love you guys' videos. I literally been rewatching every video, waiting for y'all to post again. Keep it up. Y'all are super entertaining. Well, thank you so much, Natalia. Hope you enjoyed this episode as well.
Shout out Natalia.
And hopefully you keep on commenting as well. Shout out to 310 Fresa. Best way to end this week.
310 Fresa?
Yeah. And then the last couple months. Shout out to Daisy Flores, 1736. You guys finally got my name right. Love the podcast so much. I listen to it when I'm doing chores around the house or if we have a slow night at work. Bro just farted.
My bad.
Bro's about to it's about to stink in here. Legit feels like I'm hanging out with the older cousins telling me scary shit. LOL.
Shout out A Estrada 20. Yes, sir. My boy, the work showing for real. And then shout out to Why Should I Quit Now? He just said yeah with like the flexing emojis. Bro, I fucking love the fact that you guys be hyping me up and shit, cause like it just feels good when like somebody recognizes the fact that like you put in mad work.
Mm-hmm.
So it feels good that you guys are hyping me up. Thank you guys.
Type shit. Shout out to Jason Rivera. This is one of y'all most interesting episodes in a minute. I can see y'all's energy is different. I fuck with it. Y'all keep it up. And then the last one, Joseph Linares. Good for you, Ricardo. God willing, everything plays out for you, bro. Can't wait to see what y'all got in store for us, Clown Boys.
Thank you, bro. I love you.
And then also shout out to everybody who loved the segment where we showed our fucking throwback pictures. I know A lot of y'all were fucking with that shit. But yeah, my hint for next week episode is gonna be lost media. But it's gonna be very, very disturbing lost media. I'm not gonna lie, and it's scary too. So.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I guess my hint for next episode is I don't have a hint. I never have a hint, guys. You guys know already.
Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It's been your host, George, aka Messiah Messiah.
It's been your host, Ricardo, aka the Ricardo.
And it's 5:23 in the morning, or 5:33 in the
Sorry,
morning.
guys. If you made it to this point, I'm sorry. My energy was off. Like, I'm fucking tired. I'm never recording this fucking late ever again.
Thank you.
We're never recording this late ever again because I don't know if we were both tired or something. But something was off today.
Yeah, even my sister was like, before I left, she was like, "Yo, why do you look dead?" And I'm like, "I look dead? Damn." But I don't know. Next week we'll record like what, 10?
Low key, like a little earlier and shit.
Alright, fuck it. But yeah, guys, we'll see you on next episode. And do not let this podcast go.
Nice.